Oh, boy, do I got some shit to show you. Woo. Oh yeah. So today I'm going to be talking about what the hell happened, where I went, what's going on. It's been like 5 months since I really uploaded anything. Pretty crazy. But today, Josh is here. He's going to be helping us. Just we'll get it over with now a little bit. The trailer effed up. It's not the trailer's fault really. I should have, lesson learned, have the parts on hand for your equipment. Don't rely on other people. Stuff broke, and then I was done for like a really long time, and still done. But today, we're gonna be getting some stuff going. There's some rusted parts. We're gonna figure out how to unrust those parts. Everything else for the trailer is ready. But first, what are we doing?
You want to drive or you want to spot?
I can drive, you can spot, you can drive. Just floor it. So this is Josh. He's been in a few videos before. So we're in St. John's, Newfoundland right now, and he's going to... You going to Alberta now? You're going to Alberta.
How's that look?
It looks fine, dude. It's a Ranger. You should have hit it doing 50. Oh no, you didn't have lots of room. Okay, cool. Nothing to it. Hopefully we can get the trailer done. Hopefully we can get back on the road. More importantly, back to making videos. The deal today is, since I have no idea how to work on a trailer, I'm gonna be helping Josh. So got this loaded up, strapped down, 4 different kinds of tie downs. Now we're going to get a car, and then we'll go see how messed up the trailer is.
Handle.
Oh my god. Let's park this real quick. Beauty is parked. You guys miss seeing that? It's been a while.
A little bit.
Is there?
On the rocker?
Yeah, that's dented.
What?
Back bumper, you're gonna want a picture of that. Dent above the rear wheel well. Dent in the door. Wow. So I'll drive this over to the spot. Let's see if we can do it. I don't know. I don't think we can do it. Alright, here's something I've never tried before. Chains to make up the difference for ramps. Throw the blocks under. Alright, attempt number 9. Yeah, this side is worse. Good? Alright, we should be in the clear. You gotta watch the back too. The back likes to scrape on these. It's a long
Mud flops by touch first. Okay, keep going.
Gee.
So if I do a brush, it's about 21 long. So
I don't know if it will. Yeah.
cut that. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna get the adjusters off.
Yeah, we gotta take the adjusters off and then try and get the rest off. Alright. So now we just gotta see if we can get those rusty parts apart. So we're going to go over, get them, and try a few methods. Oh, hi Max. You got it?
Stud loose.
Holy shit. Okay, it's warm, it's sweaty, don't mind that. Okay, so here's what happened. I came in with that load of timber and broke one of the springs. So the spring broke. Up here in Newfoundland, it's really expensive to get parts. In Labrador, it's practically impossible. But in Newfoundland, it costs an absolute fortune. I mean, some of the parts that Josh brought up were 3 or 4 times cheaper than it would have been from buying from Traction up here. About 3 times cheaper. So I had Josh bring up the spring. Not a big deal. He's coming up. He had a load for one of my customers as well as his own. That was all great. But then on the way up, he broke an axe clean, like it was just done. So he couldn't come up. So he was a couple weeks. So this was already a week. This was already 2 weeks into being in Labrador. So then he was a couple weeks getting that fixed because, you know, breaking an axle, it's a little bit catastrophic. He got a new axle, came up a week later. So this is 5 weeks in. We get the spring, 2 or 3 days messing around. We had a few beers up in Labrador. It was a great time. We were at home in Fox Harbor, St. Louis. We did that, and I was just about to put this trailer in for a commercial inspection. So what I wanted to do was just bring it up to Jim's garage in Fordo, Labrador, a couple hours from where I live, and they were going to do whatever work had to be done and the commercial inspection. So that week, pretty much right before we got started at the spring, my girlfriend gets a job interview for a job using her degree that she just been working on for the last 4 years. So obviously that's a big deal. Now we got to go into St. John's to get this job interview, and just like that, I'm out of time, can't get the work on the trailer done at home. And it would have worked out if I could have just dropped it off, but I figured no big deal. I'll bring it in here and into St. John's. It's a great place to get work done. Mail comes in like every day, so it'll be wonderful. We get in here, I get the trailer dropped off here at Quality Truck and Trailer, and I think that's when I got a camper to haul up. I don't think I took any video of that. It's just hauling a camper. It's nothing too exciting, so we went back up to Labrador. Now I was hoping that they'd get to work on this trailer while I was here, but they didn't. And that is because, as we're seeing now, these trailers are impossible to get parts for. I wasn't even in the area to move the trailer or pick it up or help them with anything. And yeah, these trailers, it's not just as simple as when something goes wrong, you go down to the store and get a part. You can't do that here. So they were reluctant to work on it. So I got in. I was a week doing the wiring when I got in. I was a week. Now hindsight being 2020, I should have done this in Labrador, but that's a bad place to do stuff. Because if you need anything, it's 3 or 4 hours away. So I soldered everything, soldered all the wires, looked at Chris Fix's video actually on how to solder, did everything very nice. All the lights work, but the wheels, the brakes, they've just been one thing after the other. So the drums are supposed to last 2 pads on these drum brakes. The drums did not. I needed new drums. So Josh just came up with the drums, and now it's finally ready to go back together. So this was a span of a long time. Somewhere in between there, yes, that's right. I think it was after I came back with the camper. I had to drop the truck off for a week, so that was a couple weeks gone there. The truck had some issues. I'll talk about those later. No big deal, just some wires chafing, shorted out. Engine brake wouldn't work, as you saw in the last video. So that wasn't the end of the world. But anyways, this is a long span of time now. All this, that last load I hauled up was in February. We are now June 17th at that. So all that is getting done, and that is basically where I've been. I've been just enjoying a bit of time off. Videos, I didn't have that many video ideas, especially none that were easy to make, and once I was kind of out of it for a month, I didn't really know how to get back into it, so this is my way of doing that. Sorry for leaving you guys out like that, but hopefully we're in for a good summer and winter of videos now. That brings us up to current time, I believe. I think I covered about everything. Now there's more problems. Come check this out. Yeah, so when I realized I needed drums, and I didn't have them, I put these on because it takes a long time to get anything up here. They don't stock any parts for these axles, the tandem dualies. They just don't. So anyways, this is the hydraulic part. That there is the part that pushes out on the brake shoes to make the trailer stop. Now there's little pins in those. Now the pins are what push out. Once upon a time I had a bearing failure. I made a video of that, and I think some parts came off. For example, this spring down here, the long one, we're missing that spring as well, and a couple little clips. But it's not too big of a deal because the pins we can kind of make out of bolts. So anyone with a lathe can make them. The other parts, it's just springs. Springs shouldn't be too hard to find, and the flat little clips and everything can be made out of flat metal. So if we have to, make it. Not the end of the world. Alright, so I posted up on Facebook looking for those parts. Don't know whether or not we're going to find them, but things have gotten even more interesting now. I'm going to turn this into a teachable moment. When you get one of these trailers, you might be all excited to have a new trailer and it's all fun and exciting. After a year of owning it, after a year of running it, strip everything apart. Take it all apart, put anti-seize on it, inspect everything, do what you can so that in a year or two when you take it apart again, this doesn't happen. We got new drums for this thing, and you can see we tried to turn this one. It's now round. So we can't get any of these bolts out now, which means we can't separate the hub. Which means we can't separate the hub from the drum. Same thing with this one here. The studs spun in this one. For those of you who don't know, there's things called studs, and that's what the nuts go on to bolt the wheels onto the trailer. Those studs have little lines in them that dig in, and it just let go, so it spins now. And that means that you can't spin the nuts to get the wheels off anyways. So we had to take everything off, wheels and all. And now we can't get at the studs even because we need to take this off first. See, we tried to turn that one there, rounded it out. This one right here. So this is not going well. So yeah, so it's not looking good for us. These parts are extremely hard to get in on the very east coast of Canada. Very expensive to get in. Pretty weird situation here. So this is basically what I've been dealing with for the last 5 months. It's hard going, slow going. Haven't hauled a load since the video you watched. Hauled like a camper or two. That was pretty much it. Chewing away at the reserves. In this industry, it's always important to have like reserves financially, because things can get interesting in a hurry. So that's just an update for you guys. This is what's going on. Drop video ideas down below, what you guys want to see the most. I can't haul loads right now, basically. So, thinking could get new trailers, probably the easiest and fastest way to go about this. At this point, it would have been cheaper and obviously faster to just purchase 2 entire axles for this trailer and throwing that under it. Pretty crazy stuff. Couldn't get the spring in, couldn't get it into a shop, and then the shop didn't want to work on it. This is why. I don't blame them. Wiring, whole trailer had to be rewired because wire is actually getting chafed inside of these tubes here. So all that had to be replaced, and the brakes needed to be changed. Pretty crazy, especially this is like a 2018 trailer. What boggles my mind is that a truck doesn't need anywhere near this much work to maintain and keep up. Lessons learned, and there's not much you can do about it. So I mean, that's pretty much it for this video. We're not getting any further on the trailer. Parts are missing, things are broken, things are seized, all that. It's just one thing after another. I only have Josh here for today and maybe a little bit of tomorrow, and without his help, honestly, I've never done drum brakes before, so I'm pretty oblivious to that. It's not looking good, and there's probably definitely nothing else I can add to this video. So guys, I'm gonna be selling paddle shifters. I need to sell them more than ever now, so support me, support the channel. Email, if you just want one, keeping it simple for now, emails down in the description to get those. That's pretty much it. That's it for this video. That's it for today. You guys have a good one. I have this piece of paper towel here to save the door in case you guys said it wouldn't take care of this truck.